Hello, welcome to Kentucky Route Zero Part 2. I really like this game. We started playing it last night. It's really cool. So yeah, a little recap, I guess. So Conway works for Lizette's Antiques. We don't know what he's delivering, but he's trying to find this Dogwood Drive. And this guy tells him, "Oh, you're gonna have to take the Zero to get that." So it's basically like this whole like he's going to these different places trying to get directions to this mysterious highway called the Zero. And he meets this woman Shannon along the way, who's related to this other woman Weaver, who had given him the directions, who's a very mysterious character. Um, we we've been looking for a doctor because Conway hurt his leg, and yeah, we were okay. So we found this museum of dwellings where it's like a bunch of houses and like different stuff, and Saturn psychically knew I started, and yeah, so there's this museum with a bunch of houses where people are like still living in the houses. Um, and then we like went to the top of the museum and there was this kid and a giant bird, and the kid's like, "Yeah, that giant bird is my brother and we're looking for my family, but every night we fly the houses from the museum to the forest so that the people can sleep." Um and then we fly them back to the museum. But the doctor guy wanted to stay in the forest, so we're like, take us to the forest for the doctor. So we just found the doctor, um, and yeah, that was the end of Act Two. Was Conway going under? I think like he gave him some anesthesia. There's a trippy dream type thing. Yeah, it was fun. The entertainment. Oh yeah, and there's this. Okay, I'll wait. I'll see what's happening. There's so much detail to this game. Also, I'm sitting in my comfy chair. We'll see how it goes. I think it's better for like a chill stream like this. For like this chair is just too formal. It's like I'm in a meeting. Okay, let me pay attention to the game now. Also, let me know if you can hear me and how the game levels are. It's a game where it's really quiet for a lot of it, so okay, maybe I should try moving. Oh, I can look around. Harry, 2GD hot. It's cool in here. Yep. Like Babylon outside. GD, you're right. Well, cool in here. It's an oasis. I wonder how Dad's holding up. AC. Down there, they all have it. Sure, you're right. I've never been to Texas. Oh, sure. They all have AC. Too cold, almost. In July, even. He's got a hotel. Yeah, hotel life. That's living. Maybe too much. I mean, what's to stop him, really? Meet some tall thing at the hotel bar? Nah. Ted's a good man. Oh, I know. He wouldn't run around. You're right. How about a beer? No beer today. Hard times whiskey. That's all you've got? It's good whiskey. Local. Yeah. You take deliveries from them? Sure. Is he looking at me? You ever see one of them? The boys from Hard Times? What? I've heard they're strange. They work hard. They make a good whiskey. Who are we to judge? I guess there's just no game audio right now. Sure, who are we? A one of consequence. What's all this bread for? Oh, it's bread. Sandwiches. Rain's Law. Huh. The old ones went bad while you were on vacation? You have a good time while the sandwiches rotted? Oh, you know me. Couldn't shut it off. 7 days on a beach, and all I could think about was work. It's so hard to read these lines. You know, the new kitchen. Maybe hire a hostess, you know? A hostess? At the lower depths? Huh? Crazy. Nah. It's not so crazy. I was in a bar down there in New Orleans. They had a hostess, some dive. She seats you and I don't know, points out the specials. Could have specials every night in here. Drink specials. You make cocktails? Nah. Food specials. Monday night, chicken. I don't know, grilled chicken. Caesar salad. Glass it up, you know? Oh, he's got ideas. Bess would have liked it. Here's to Bess. Yeah. Let me grab a... Here's to Bess. Good Christian woman. Okay, good Christian woman. How about that sot in the corner? Me? Not bothering nobody. Been here long? As soon as I opened. Got started a bit earlier, I suspect. On a bender, huh? Sleeping in a ditch or something. You don't think... Is that fucking me? You don't think... Maybe Ted... No. Ted's a good man. Honest. Well-liked. He's liked, but... He's well-liked. Sales is a good fit. Selling hammers. Can you believe it? Somebody has to. With just hammers. The hammers. They don't sell themselves. Hear. It's just hard. Ted on the road. It's tough all over. What to do all day? Come here, I guess. Sure. That's what I do. Yeah, you work here. Cheap drinks, conversation, and the entertainment. Sure. Who, me? What's tonight? Oh, okay. Oh, tonight it's... Oh, Junebug. I'll stay for that. I need some music. Get my mind off Ted. Something romantic, you know? A love song from when the world was young. What time? Around 8, maybe? Well, set 'em up slow, or I'll sleep right through it. Ha 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 ha. God, I'm thirsty. That was a nice little scene. I need to, like, just turn the game up for a sec. Okay, I guess there's like a tiny bit of...
Also live among the doe.
Okay.
The bucks are growing their antlers.
So, sorry for, like, the complete silence there.
And covered with a soft cover of velvet.
I think this is the type of game where I'm gonna have to kind of monitor the sound a bit, because it could get loud, but it probably won't. Put it back on that. Your dinosaur show, will ya? Nah, those history programs don't make any sense. I prefer the nature programs. They think they can just say anything on TV. I don't believe they're to be a damn word in the
As
Bible
rivers slowly
about
flow,
dinosaurs on the
and
ark.
spring sunshine once again smiles on the deer.
Been a long time since Sunday
The
school for
white-tailed deer
me.
can be seen feeding on lush grass.
Do you go to church though? Nah, not since Bess. It was her
Spring is
church,
also
really.
a time for new growth.
Good Christian woman. A good Christian woman.
Spotted fawn.
Well, I'm curious to see where they're going with it. They've got you now. I just think they're gonna run out of rope before long. Dinosaurs on the ark. I prefer the nature programs. Yeah. So your vacation was good? 7 days poolside. I would have put more effort into her voice. I thought you said it was a beach. Oh, sure. No, it was a pool. Was it a pool? Or a beach? Maybe I don't remember. Weird. You think I'm making this up? Oh, no. Hi, Harry. Are the old folks here? Just me and Evelyn all morning. Hi, Evelyn. All morning, jeez. And that sod in the corner. You're early, Pearl. Your parents usually don't roll in until the evening, 5 or 6. Everything all right? Oh, sure, thanks. We just have some stuff to talk about. Well, post up here and let's watch this weird dinosaur show. I'll stand you a drink. All Harry's pouring today is Hard Times whiskey. That all you got? They make a good whiskey. Sure, but you know, the rumors. Rumors are rumors. Put it on my tab, Harry. You driving, Pearl? Oh God, no. You know, they want almost 40 cents a gallon. That was kind of a whistle. I had the early shift, so I just walked over. In this heat. You still working over there at, Ace Jewelry and Loan. Joe Harden. Probably trading shortcuts for dignity since 6 days a week since I missed the year. Fuck. The piety to shut down on Sunday. With Joe, it's more like likely a hangover. Can it be both? Well, I know you see more trade than I do. Must be slow over at the hardware store. Slow isn't the word. And now Ted is out, shilling for quality hammers to make up income. Have you ever considered quality hammers on your shelf? We made the switch recently, and business has tripled. Well, of course, I'd love to have dinner with your lovely daughters. Evelyn. Hey, a man gets lonely out on the road. I know how it is. No. Harry, you've been traveling, right? Sure, yeah. Down in New Orleans, just taking a break. A vacation. Looking around for ideas. Tell her about the pool or the beach. Evelyn. sounds nice. And the hostess. I may just cut you off. So, the pool? Or the beach? Yeah, Harry? Which was it? Well, it was a week of relaxation and now I'm back. You still look stressed. If you don't mind me saying. Ha! He just looks like that. Sure, that's just how I look. I've never known you to leave town, Harry. I've never known you to leave this bar. Oh no, I get out. You still drive that old truck? I don't know. I think they towed it eventually. The hell you say? That must have been years ago, Harry. How do you get around now? Take the bus or I'll walk. You walk to New Orleans? Watch it, Evelyn. I didn't mean nothing by it, Harry. Harry, did you really go to New Orleans? Now, just where do you two get off? Sorry, forget it. Sure, she didn't mean nothing by it. We'll lay off you and get back to drinking. Gotta be ready for the entertainment. Oh, who's on tonight? Tonight it's Junebug. Works for me. Round 8, I think. I'll stick around. I could use some sad music. I came here to break some hearts. What's that? To dash dreams. What are you talking about? Gotta talk to my parents about their bar tab. Uh-oh. I won't be paying for them anymore. Good. Hang on now. No, it's time to cut the old folks loose and head west. I can't keep enabling them. You know? A debt's a debt now. Harry, I'm sorry. I know you've got a vested interest. And I don't want to make a victim of you. They'll come up with it somehow. I'm sure. No, it's not that. The thing about debts is you never know when they'll be reckoned and called in. What's that mean? I'm not saying anything, but I know debt, Harry. I see it all day. It's all around me. Like a thick gray fog. It's in the air I breathe. At the pawn shop. They have a new financial technology. I'm the ambassador, did you know that? A new technology? It's a new kind of debt, Evelyn. Oh fuck. And it's a mess. Well, what do you mean? New kind of debt? You know what we do at the pawn shop? Secured loans. We don't buy used goods. We take personal property as collateral on a loan. Then if you don't pay your loan, we sell your stuff. Sure, I get that. It works for people who couldn't get loans otherwise. I guess. Now Hardin has this new idea. He calls it payday advance. Oh my god. It's just a short-term, unsecured loan with a wicked interest rate. This is teaching. There's no filtering. Most who borrow can't keep up. Then he has this big pile of debts with big returns on paper. And he can sell those debts to a bank. Huh. Who's borrowing like that? Who do you think? And Joe put me in charge of it? The only dark-skinned clerk in the whole shop? You think so? I know it. Don't you see? I look just like you. You can trust me. But Joe knows they won't pay on time. There's no money in lending, but there's money in usury. Oh my god, this is so real. That's in the Bible. That was just Evelyn's voice. I just have to save a bit more and then I go to California. I'll be a real clerk at a credit union or something. Something ethical. I just have to get rid of these old parasites first. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. Well, my tab is in good shape, I think. You're behind, too. Not as bad as the Slades, but... Well, Harry, the only thing I owe you is a handshake and this whiskey you're about to pour me. Let's say this one's on me, Pearl. No, I'm good for it. For today, let's just say it's on me. You're awfully strict about cash for a guy who just got back from a vacation. Drink up, Evelyn. Maybe you better find some other chair to sink into so your debts don't get reckoned out from under you. Oh my god. I'm out for a bit. I'll be back later to disappoint a couple of old deadbeats. I'll stay for the entertainment. I won't throw you out. Just remember what I said. Oh. Oh. Sound. Oh. To set the play in present day 1973, we needed to adjust the price of gas as discussed by Pearl, Evelyn, and Harry. We also made some adjustments. Oh my god, it's a play. To the description of Pearl's work. We left in a line about Rain's Law, which would have been archaic in Doolittle's time anyway. I guess the biggest change we made, besides mashing the two Doolittle plays into one, was to the title. I thought we should rename it A Reckoning and a Barfly, to mix the two titles and really be clear about where it came from. But Carrington liked the bleak irony of the entertainment. Joseph Wheatree. Stiffly written, but well acted. There aren't many characters in the entertainment. Now playing at Buffalo Street Student Theater. But director James B. Carrington has been able to give them all enough dimension to make them interesting.
Edgar Foy's performance as dejected bartender Harry is convincing, but this is not a role into which an actor can project much power. The audience pities him without ever really knowing why. Indeed, despite the cast's well-rounded portrayals, sparks only fly once or twice.
Zoe Hook. Louisville Times. Yeah. I mean, why can't Zoe sound like that? I just laughed because I was imagining like a very stuffy, like I almost made the critic British. Okay. Management material, that's what he said. Okay, that's too close to Evelyn.
That's so. 11 years behind a supermarket till. You're damn right. Damn right. I have a commitment and reliability. That's what he said. Management material.
Is that brick sandwich? I bet they raise you to $3.
I bet 4. The responsibility.
Getting better. You see Pearl today? She was working all day, I think. Usually doesn't work mornings.
Slade women are all getting promoted.
I think they just put her on another shift.
What's the morning shift like at a pawn shop?
Do you think? Black coffee and desperation.
Let's celebrate. Harry. Another round. We're celebrating 2 promotions in the family.
It's not getting easier for me.
Talk to Pearl today.
I gotta go back and forth, fuck.
She worked all day.
On that camera. Okay. Jesus, okay, I'm not used to this.
She was here earlier. Looking for you two. She'll be back. Why don't you just pace yourselves till you talk to her?
He's trying.
We're celebrating. Pace yourselves or pay your bill. Why are you so stuck on a bill all of a sudden? Are you sunstruck? Sure, you know, it's twice as bright when you got the ocean and the pool both reflecting at you. Evelyn. You catch sight of any alligators?
Sure, it was gators. Everywhere. Swamp.
Big sandy swamp with a pool and a hostess? What's that? Set 'em up, Harry. Junebug will be here any minute, and we want 'em to be receptive. Alright. But I keep track. There'll be a reckoning. You folks here? About the reckoning? First I've heard. What's up, Harry? Short on your bills? Let the books get away from you. That's an ignorant thing to say. Been doing my books for 10 years. Been this place alive all on my own. Ever since Bess. I ought to just let you run that tab up till you drink yourselves underground. Nothing about it, Harry.
God, their voices are too similar.
Yeah, Harry, you know I'm only joking. Sure, I know. I know you're joking. Alright, let's drink.
I should probably turn my, like, friends online notifications off, but whatever. It's not like it's their full names.
I better slow down. Our Thames whiskey comes on strong. Don't want to end up like that. Boiled owl in the corner. Me? I can't tell anymore. I hear they have some secret ingredients. Or a secret process or something. Something in the wood. Do they age it in? Yeah, something strange in that wood. Drink up, Larry. Don't call me Larry. Sounds like an old man.
Who's Lawrence?
Alright, Silver Fox. Now you. I'll let it slide. Another.
Another?
Well, I don't get paid until Friday. And I haven't seen Pearl all day. She can pick it up when she comes back.
Oh, God.
Don't count on it. What the hell kind of thing is that? Our own daughter.
Generosities have limits.
I don't know what she said, but the Slades are good for it. This family takes care of our own. Sure, we'll get it straightened out when she comes back. Better get here soon, or she'll miss the entertainment. Shouldn't Junebug be here now, Harry?
Yep. That's what you get working with artists. Good entertainment, but always late. This is pretty late, though. This is so much talking. I was like, not like I love what's happening here, but I'm literally reading a play right now. I'm like literally playing all the characters in a play. Like I literally I have a snack and I'm just like never gonna eat it. That's fine. I have to eat my chocolate mushrooms. It's a little mushroom.
We'll stick around. We're celebrating. Sure. Yeah, not expecting a late night call. Late night sentimental call. And if he does, let it ring. The philanderer. Last drink, Evelyn. One more, Harry. I just want to hear some music. Well, she better show up soon.
Okay, I'm eating another one. This is so cool. It's so dark. Writer's notes. Many in the audience consider leaving. If anyone leaves, let them leave. The theater is not a prison. If anyone coughs, cough also. A theater is not a sick bed. We minister to the audience. We revere the pains of the audience. Lem Doolittle. Entertainment bores at times. The conclusion of entertainment. I know this is in America, but it's obscure modernism posing as tragedy. We can only presume that this is another of this company's experimental interventions into the original script, as it portrays the human drama so carefully erected over the prior 3 scenes. Lula Chamberlain's set is unpretentious and realistic, with a handful of confident lighting cues. The dialogue has an easy facility for ballroom banter, but has a disconcerting habit of settling into familiar grooves. An uneven but decent production. Nathan Masters, Lexington Herald. You're welcome. Act 3, okay, I keep like briefly looking at this. Sound 13, Distant Highway. Sound 14, Jukebox Love Song. Sound 15, Disconcerting Hum. Sound 16, Me Chewing. I love this song. I've never heard it. It's a love song. It's a Valentine. Sure. You ever been in love? Nope.
Me neither.
Well, there's Ted.
Son of a bitch!
Evelyn. You love Ted, right?
He's a son of a bitch. But out on the road, selling hammers and hammering shop girls?
You know he isn't.
Well, I wish he would.
You don't mean that.
Sure. Don't mean that. He's a son of a bitch, but you have to stick by your family.
Sometimes.
If it kills you,
Do you? Why?
you just have to.
Why?
I love this song.
What if they're better off without us? My folks could get better with money. Ted could, I don't know, meet someone new.
He wouldn't. He's a good man.
Would you? All I want is to be free of parasites. Keep my own money, pay my own debts.
Don't be a fool. Buy me a drink.
What do you want?
I want to run a hardware store with my dear husband.
Evelyn,
I want a whiskey
that's all you want?
and a love song.
I have to look at the jukebox. Is there? Oh, okay. She could have said.
Sure. Pearl, you could have said something.
Oh, I gotta hold on to this. I shouldn't have to. Say anything, Dad.
Letting us just sit and soak up a debt. We're celebrating. Pearl, it's supposed to be a celebration. Don't you know the news?
Larry, drop it. So celebrate. Okay. I'm not stopping you, but I'm not paying for it.
Your mother's going to be a manager.
So, put a manager's salary on that tab. It's not...
Sure, they said she's management material. What kind of material are you, Pearl?
maybe. He said maybe. I'm made of sweat and blood and beer, just like you raised me.
Well, that's a damn strange thing to say. Sure, my hands are cut up, but you're a loan clerk. And your mother's a manager. At a supermarket.
Damn it, Lawrence. It's not settled.
Not settled? O'Neill just handed you a promotion. Why can't you celebrate? Rosa, what did he say to you? Remember what he said to you?
He said...
Didn't he?
He said... Maybe eventually.
Maybe eventually.
Maybe eventually, management material. Keep your chin up. Maybe eventually. Sooner or later.
Keep your chin up.
How's that, Dad?
Enough.
You can still settle. It'll just take longer.
I should look again.
Just sit with me, Larry. Let's just wait for the music. Get away from the awfulness.
Sure.
We can celebrate.
Sure. Slade women are moving up.
Eventually.
If she's this late, she's not coming. Where's Junebug? Where's the entertainment? I said, if she's this late. She always shows up. I've got nothing better to do.
You gonna settle up first?
Don't be a fool. Watch it.
I'll buy you a drink. How about water, Evelyn? And maybe call it a night. What time is it? I love this song. It's relaxing. Like the sun by the pool or on a beach full of gators.
God damn it, Evelyn!
Harry, your language. What would Bess think? That's why he said GD earlier.
Good Christian woman. God damn it, who cares if I did or didn't go to New Orleans?
She didn't mean anything by it.
Maybe I just sat here, alone in the dark. Would you like that, Evelyn? That what you want to hear?
Watching nature programs in the dark. Just me and the deer and the gators and
The goddamn dinosaurs. It was Harry's Ark, Evelyn.
2 by 2 out of the flood and into the poorhouse. She's just drunk.
All on my dime. Well, there's gonna be a reckoning.
All of you.
Just stick around and you'll see.
A reckoning, I tell you.
What are you talking about, Harry? What reckoning?
Oh, I want to hear another love song.
Where's Junebug? I hope she never shows up. I can't pay her. The money's run out.
What's that?
It's gone. The money's all gone. I let you sponges soak up so many free drinks. Now I can't even stock the whiskey without striking a deal. No more whiskey?
Harry, what kind of deal?
It doesn't matter. Well, can't blame us. Harry, we're just a little short from time to time.
Sure.
Just leave, Pearl. Just trust me.
Okay. I'm leaving. Are you sure?
I'm sure. You don't deserve this.
Just gonna stand there.
All I want is a love song and a whiskey. You'll have plenty of time for whiskey.
I just want... Jesus Christ, I've been doing this for 45 minutes. To be left alone, that man is like a straitjacket.
I know, Evelyn.
If only he'd meet some tall young thing on the road.
I know.
She wants him to cheat. 11 years behind a supermarket till.
Keep your chin up, Rosa. Eventually.
Maybe eventually.
Now, you all should clear out.
Where would we go? Just let us wait. Let us wait for Junebug.
We're good for it. We just want to have a few drinks, see the entertainment, then we'll go home.
You don't understand. Sure. We know you're struggling. We're all struggling. Harry, you said you have a deal, right?
God damn it! You don't understand me.
Harry, your language.
What's to understand? We'll settle our debts soon. Rosa's in line for this promotion. All they want is debt. They feed on it. They put it in the whiskey.
What? What the hell are you saying? He'll be here soon. The boy from Hard Times. There'll be a reckoning.
Harry, our debt's not to the distillery.
Yeah, his is. And he's fucked. It is now. I traded it. Oh my god. I sold it. I'm sorry. What in the... I'm so sorry. Wow. I was not expecting that. Oh. Hello. I don't like that. I mean, I did like that, but it was scary. That was the intermission. That was like the between acts thing. Okay. It was literally 50 minutes long. And I'm obsessed with that. That was really cool. Definitely would have been like a lot less fun if I had just been playing it alone and like reading it and not doing voices. But like, oh my god, my throat after all that. Yeah, that was fun. I guess we'll keep going, baby. Honestly, like I was saying, oh my god, that was so long, but I would have done more than that and been happy. Whoa, bright. Oh, puppy. I literally need a Butters cam because she's being so cute right now.
83 and sunny now. Looks like it's gonna get up to about 101 by late afternoon in Louisville.
I can't fucking say. Sorry, my brain glitched.
And 103 in E-Town on a cloud in sight, so get out those parasols. Haha. Major accident just ahead of Bardstown exit, so if you're headed to work on 31, you are late, my friend. Haha. Sugar?
Just a little.
I forgot how you take your coffee. I'm tired. I didn't sleep well.
I heard you yelling. Bad dreams?
We were up on a roof, Ira and I and Charlie, eating a light supper.
I was drinking sweet tea. Charlie was reading.
We were surrounded by other houses, closely packed, huge sidewalks. It must have been what's that word?
A subdivision?
That's it, I'm sure. Below us, a group of people were gathered, standing quietly. A man was reading from a book.
Just remembered I can turn it up a little more. Nice. It's nice sounds now.
I asked Ira about the weather. Would it rain on Tuesday, or when would the sun set? Something like that. He wouldn't answer me. Charlie stood up and Ira told him to watch his step, and then I remembered. I woke up before I could stop him.
Oh god. Okay, wait. I need to. Let's see. We were up on a roof. Okay, yeah, let's scary. Okay, so like her son died falling off a roof is what I'm guessing.
Charlie was alone on that roof. I guess he was. He was so bright, his teacher said. What was the word? Imaginative. That's it. How could I forget? It wasn't his fault. It wasn't anyone's fault, Conway. That's what we mean when we say it's an accident. Sure. Well, we have a mail order delivery today. Might be a long drive. I hope the truck can hold up. Long drive? What makes you think so? Well, they said they couldn't come in person. Maybe just a shut-in. I don't recognize the address. The order's all...
Did you hear Butters?
I'm sure we can fill it.
Guess that'll be the last.
I guess it will be. The last act of Lizette's Antiques. The...
Oh, what's the word? We'll say finale.
Maybe. No, that's not the word. I just need to think of it. More coffee or something. Or I've had too much.
It's getting harder.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna have to let her out. I'm gonna let this scene play out, but then I'm gonna have to go let her out because she won't stop whining. Okay.
What are those boxes you set in the hallway?
Oh, can I just show?
Those are your clothes. You packed them yesterday. Of course. Cora should be here soon. Will you wait with me? Sure, Liz, I'll wait with you. There's your traffic and weather on the fives. That's every 10 minutes. Brought to you by the Consolidated Power Company. Stick around for Old Kentucky Home with Kate, helping you turn your humble home into a mansion after this.
Skelly. Yeah, I definitely was like, this is a different radio voice that I'm doing right now, but I couldn't. Yeah, I did do a more old timey, like, kind of New York. And then I did like the, hey, welcome to Power 105 or whatever, yeah. Okay. I don't remember what voice I gave Dr. Truman. But that's only if you make a late enough. But that's only if you make a late payment on a follow-up visit. I think everything went well enough here that they'll only want a bill for. Oh, he's awake. How do you feel, old man? All fixed up? Truman says you might be a bit misty coming out of it, so. I was dreaming.
Well, that's unlikely. Merypnol TM is quite powerful. In fact, many patients report a sensation of lost time.
Do you feel like you've lost time?
I guess so.
It's been about 2 hours. All right, Butters. I did say I was gonna take her out after that scene finished. Okay. Pause. Time out. Butters has to piss. So BRB. Yabba ba bow. Zada ba wow. Okay. Back to the game. What have you been doing? Oh, we watched TV for a while. Then Dr. Truman showed me some of the terms of this bill. It's kind of... You'll want to look it over yourself, I think. Oh god, how does Dr. Truman sound? There's too many voices. Okay.
How about that leg? How's your leg feeling?
Yeah, that's the important part. Conway shifts his leg a bit in the chair, testing it. Well? Oh my god. Oh, I don't want to talk about Charlie. I'm gonna say, this isn't my leg. Not your... Of course it's your leg. It looks wrong. You replaced it.
I haven't encountered this reaction before, but it's not totally unheard of. I read a paper about something like this last year.
It can happen for a lot of reasons. Neurological, psychological, social. I'm sure it won't persist in your case. Your thoughts and feelings are probably still a little nebulous from the Merypnol TM. That's totally normal. It'll pass. I wouldn't recommend driving at least for another hour or two regardless. Conway stares remotely at his leg. Well, let's talk about a few things you should be aware of. Recovery, rehabilitation, and side effects. How long am I going to be recovering?
Well, at your age, I want to be clear. You should expect lingering effects of the injury for more or less the rest of your life. Don't immerse it fully in water.
Like you can never take a bath or go swimming again? Sorry, I got distracted. Like, how long? Okay.
Avoid extremes of temperature. I'd stay away from dusty roads and mountain lions as much as possible.
What? Mountain lions?
Good advice in any context. Best thing you can do is keep it clean and free of debris.
What do I clean it with?
Only clean your leg with a soft cloth moistened with water or isopropyl alcohol. You'll definitely want to avoid abrasive agents like detergents or other solvents. So, you have any questions? Anything about the bill that didn't make sense? I don't mean to rush you, but I have an early fishing trip.
Okay, tell him about the payment plan. In the bill.
Yeah, that's one of the atypical clauses. I don't really have any control over the bill. Now that the Consolidated Power Company bought my employer, they handle everything. So it all runs through your electricity bill now. You can pay it back in full on your next billing cycle, or you can get an energy credit payment plan. You'd have to call Consolidated for more detail on that. I don't really understand how it works. Something about generating electricity to send back into the grid. Oh, and one more thing. Don't be alarmed if you experience any side effects of the Neurohypnol TM. Typically, we see daydreaming, deja vu, pensiveness, fugue states, irregular perception of time. About 15% of patients report a generalized sensation of lateness. Nothing to be alarmed about, just keep it in mind. Thanks for your help.
Julian's outside. We can head back to your truck.
I did not forget Ezra's voice. Also, I feel like I'm like sitting kind of far back. I need to
Scoot chop.
maybe turn this down. Okay. Okay, let's sit up. So yeah, he's just hallucinating a weird leg bone thing. Act 3, Scene 1. That wasn't even Scene 1. Museum of Dwellings. Alright. Aw, Bluey. How are the drugs treating you?
I feel a little distracted.
You're probably tired too. I usually feel more tired after a late night nap. Hey, you ever take anything for that? Caffeine pills or...
It's all or nothing for me.
Oh, right. They probably tell you to steer clear of all that stuff, huh? Yeah, I guess you never know. My folks had a peculiar relationship with medicine. We almost never had a regular doctor or health insurance or anything like that. Our immigration stuff was a mess for most of my childhood, so we only qualified for state programs in small patches before something or other would get contested. And we learned to just pile on dentist appointments and stuff in those short windows. If a cut got infected or her migraines were too much to handle, Mom would talk to so-and-so who knew so-and-so, usually another minor, and end up with some pills. And instead of medical advice, every pill came with gossipy anecdotal warnings and superstitions, like all this lore that came with it, like magic, dangerous, mysterious. Ever run into any problems? Sure, yeah, stuff would be expired or mislabeled. Mom was allergic to penicillin, as it turns out. That was scary. And one time in high school, Weaver got these pills to help her focus. She was so smart, but always going off in different directions, mind racing, like 5 conversations going on in her head at once, and you're lucky if even one of them is with someone in the room, you know? So she had these pills, and they seemed to help. I was struggling in school too, failing my history class. She offered to share the pills. Did it help? At first, yeah, it helped a lot. I had a kind of presence and clarity of purpose that I've never really had otherwise. I didn't want to stop taking them. One day I was sitting on my bed, my notebook was open right next to me on top of a textbook, and I was holding a pen in my hand. I remembered this moment from several years before. It came up so suddenly with such precision I couldn't put it out of my mind. I felt I had to stay with it until I recalled the whole thing perfectly. It was just a tiny nothing moment. My mom patching up the side of a bird cage, winding some spare wire around the frame to reinforce it. I was fixated on that image and that sound. The cage kind of bending and twanging as she worked on it, rapping and nodding, scraping copper against paint like bowing a rubber violin with a railroad tie. My parents came back from a triple shift and found me still sitting there on the edge of the bed, pan in my hand, delirious with thirst, patching that birdcage with 1,000-yard stare. Huh. I'm gonna talk to the dog now. Get some rest back there. I don't feel much rested myself. We'll get a break. Maybe tomorrow, huh? Yay, I can walk faster. Oh, it's them. I don't remember their voices. 9 to 5. All of my, I'm not good at doing, like, women's voices anymore. Okay. 9 to 5 every day of the year, except Labor Day. Last admission is at 4 p.m. daily. Damn. Emily had a normal voice. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm kind of going for there. Okay, good. And then, one of them was, I think Bob was the Squidwardy one. Yeah, and then Ben was, like, the nerdy one. Okay. Yeah, thank you. That was right. Damn. Try the door. You're a little late for the museum.
And then what?
Ben, you're being very uptight right now. They always ignore him. Are they like ghosts that only he can see? What now? Go there. It looks like Blue is pissing. Just continuously. Big bird. Ugh. Obsessed. It's a big ass parking lot. Oh my god, I'm like out of the screen. Oh, I'm being the kid now? What? He's like, I'm done running around. You can run around. I just wish I could, like, zoom out a bit, because it just is, like, a little, like, I don't know where I am. Like, oh, you can tag. Oh my god. Come back here. Oh my god, he's, like, running away. Or maybe I am. Okay, no. Get. Okay, well, I'll just be Conway. It's fine. Endless parking lot. It's like when I get to the end, it just... Oh, because it wants me to talk to this kid as the kid.
Are those people like your new family? I think we're friends. I don't have any friends because I'm so busy. Too bad it's not raining anymore. Did you make that boat?
I folded it out of some paper from the front desk. How far do you think it will go? We should stand here and watch it until it disappears over the horizon with a far-looking eyes. I'll lean my head on your shoulder. Okay, this kid is probably, like, definitely not as young as I'm, like, making their voice sound. I just really needed a mushroom. And right when it's a tiny speck, just before it vanishes, Go say something romantic.
I have to go with my friends now.
I'll say okay.
Okay.
Well, we better get started. Okay. Okay, maybe I should talk to the people as the kid. As Ezra. Oh, no, it just automatically switches to Conrad. So, I guess we're just done here, huh? Right? Right. Okay. Because the whole reason we came here was to get the leg fixed. Okay. I want to talk to Lula. So what's the plan here? We should try to get in touch with that clerk. Yeah, okay. These files we got from the storage facility are all tagged and stamped. There's a phone number. Oh, it's long distance. Weird. Well, we can head back to my workshop and use the phone there. My landlord has a pretty good phone plan. He's always calling home to Ukraine. Sounds good to me. Okay. It's up north, remember? By the lake. Where Peonia and Wax meet. They get back on the road. On the road again. Ooh. Mount Olive Gherkin Road. Louisville. Oh. No. No. Not the twuck. Act 3, Scene 2. A tree. Whoa. That's cool as fuck. Nothing to be done? Just won't start up again. Damn, you had this truck long? I bought it used a ways back. I wonder how old it was then. Do you... Wait, is this why you always leave your truck running? Lizette's is up on a hill, so I get the picture. Anyway. Do you know this area? Anyone around here that could give us a hand? Oh, looks like a road crew's been out here. Hey, we should call someone. You know a good towing company? Sure. I guess. Yep, Lucky Boot, Collision and Towing. Here's their card. Lucky Boot, alright, I'll give them a call. Hope I can get a signal out here. Ring, ring. I love it's like a big ass phone. Yeah. Oh my god, what if this is like in the 90s? Oh my god. Ah! Shannon speaks into the large brick cell phone held up to her ear. Hi, hello. We've got an old, I want to say diesel old truck just stalled out. We'll go with inaudible, irritable. Sure, it's late for me too. Your cart says open 23 hours a day. Inaudible, accusatory. I know, right? Like I give you choices of not just the characters you're playing as, but like the characters you're talking to. Well, isn't that convenient? Do you just put that on there for plausible deniability or what? We're gonna go with inaudible obtuse. That's okay. Look, we need to get back on the road here, and I'm sure you're busy too. Inaudible, wistful. Well, I'm very sorry to interrupt that, but oh my god, how do you even inaudible, neighborly. They're getting nicer now. We already ate. As soon as you can get out here, we're off 65 somewhere. Just kind of pulled up by this tree that fell over. Inaudible, tangential. Okay, well, I don't know any of those people, but that does sound like the right area. You've been over here before? Inaudible, indulgent. Okay, my pleasure. How long do you think you'll be? Distant traffic sounds. Hello? I think they're on their way. Guess we have some time to kill. Pretty grim place to be stuck. I wonder what happened to the tree, I mean. Maybe it was just old. You know what used to happen to old trees out in the forest? Wildfire would come through and clear them all out. Made room for new trees. But then people built houses and can't have fires going all the time, so we keep putting them out. Now we have all these old trees choking out the saplings. Starving the young trees for resources, just clinging on to life until snap. And then some road crew comes by and blasts the stump with dynamite. I think I'll take a look at that radio of yours. Maybe I can get it going again. No point just standing around. Let's talk to the kid.
Are you bored?
Are you?
Yeah, most of the time. Let's play a game.
What would you like to play?
We can tell the future with this little tree branch. It's pretty easy. We just break off all the little sticks on each section and count through the different things that could happen. Okay, what should we ask? Should be about you. I can't do both the counting out and the questions.
What kind of job will I have next? Ezra snaps the smaller branches away, one at a time, counting out possibilities.
Doctor, lawyer, taxman, driver. Driver. Okay, what else?
What kind of bed will I sleep in tonight? Ezra snaps the smaller branches away, one at a time, counting the possibilities.
King size, queen size, twin size, bonk. Bonk. These other branches are too bare. Don't worry about it too much. It's just a bunch of sticks.
How long do you think we'll be waiting here? Do you get bored late at night? It's so quiet, I guess you don't mind. I like that Blue is hanging out with Ezra. How's it looking? The leads are badly corroded, but I'm making progress. That's what I like about working on electronics. It gets easier as you go on. When you said these other branches, I thought you said these other bitches, and I was like,
Ezra!
I love that.
These other bitches.
That's like Elmo saying bitch. Oh my god. Or you just get used to it. Almost there. She was like, go away. Was there anywhere else I can go? Ooh. What is happening? Trees.
Is this the right way? I don't recognize these trees.
What's to recognize? Just a bunch of trees.
Just, the trees are so quiet, right? Usually you'd hear birds, wind, a squirrel, something.
Doesn't seem so quiet right now.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'm just a little bored. I'll work some chord progressions in my head for a while or something.
From the play. Oh, I can't remember his name.
How far out are we?
Are we there yet?
Ah, stop. Harry's not gonna be happy. You know he doesn't like me anyway.
I'll tell him you had to get that drain pipe on tape.
Ah, he wouldn't appreciate it, but
Man, the way those raindrops boomed down that thing. I got at least 30 minutes of it.
hey, yeah, didn't you play on this record?
This is Dee Dee's record.
Yeah, Dee Dee. Dee Dee, that guy is out of control. We should do a set with him.
Only Johnny plays the notes I like.
Aw, what time is it?
You've got a timing circuit.
Yeah, but yours is more accurate. Harry's gonna flip out.
That old man was born flipped.
I just hope we can scrape up some tips. Hard enough when you get there on time.
Just play that keyboard. I'll figure out the rest.
I know.
That was great. Oh my god! Okay, I have to pause it. I have to just change out the camera battery. Hello.
They had a kid with them.
I'm sure he's in good hands.
Hanging out with an old dog, an old man, and some kind of telephone technician or something. Sounds boring. I just feel sorry for him is all.
Fine, fine. You can make a friend briefly.
You're the best, and hey, maybe if they're not busy, they can fill some seats at the gig.
You know, no one's there. Harry will try and bilk us on our fee. I need a sip before I can do Ezra's voice.
Was that him?
Who?
Lucky,
Oh, the tow company? No.
yeah, they're too fast for a truck. I bet they're getting chased by something.
Maybe they just have somewhere important to be.
Definitely getting chased by something.
Ugh, I sank in my chair more this time. Oh, they're back. Because Johnny wants to make a friend. Aw, Blue. Sup? Stay here. Careful. He's wicked with strangers.
Heh, you. Who's chasing you?
Hear that, Cricket? We're being pursued.
I knew it. Who's after us?
That's a good question. These folks seem to have a certain handle on the situation. So,
Dinosaurs.
sure, something like that. Listen, we've got 2 questions for you folks. What kind of people do you take us for? I mean, how do we strike you? You seem nice enough. What do you think, Cricket? Our
Our generosity is unmistakable, ma'am. It radiates.
It does radiate. Now, here's another question for you. Do you like music?
Do you like music? I don't like music, but I do like sounds.
Of course you do. Oh, he just got cut off. He just said, and then they said, of course you do.
Well, say, they should come to our gig.
What an idea. Well, we're waiting for a tow. A tow? I won't hear about it. This time of night, you'll be kicking your heels till dawn. We'll fix your truck up. Me and Johnny are a couple of regular gearheads. I just put a new cylinder block in this baby over here. Oh my god, is it the Weird Vector? The Sloth on Wheels? Oh, I like the Vicious Cycle. That's the best name for it. The Vicious Cycle.
That's what we call our bike.
We call it the Vicious Cycle.
Pretty tough, huh?
We'll get you fixed up quick so you can come to the gig. See, we have a regular booking tonight, and well, we're running late.
Very late.
That's what I told them.
That's what I told them.
That's how they said it. Now, the old man who runs this venue, Harry Esperanza, is a notorious withholder. And if we don't get a few bodies in the crowd, well, he'll go all penny pitching on us. Just a short set. We only have one song prepared.
You'll come to this gig, won't you?
Conway's gonna say yes. Of course we will. Of course they will. Can you believe it? We almost didn't stop.
Hungry, old lady? I think I've got a crust in the sidecar here.
But you having a kid and all. Well, it's all said and done. We stopped. That's all that matters. Our gig's at an old tavern called The Lower Depths. It's over there by old Charlie Moran Highway, just east off the 65. Charlie? We usually take a right off the interstate around the arcade. Johnny likes the arcade.
That place. I just put fresh batteries in my field recorder.
Now, let's see if we can get that Chuck ears. I feel certain we can get it running. I hope so. Oh, okay, well. Aw, they're following us. Okay. I was not listening to... Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. East off 65. Right off 65 around the arcade. That looks like an arcade. It's closed. Here we are. Act 2, Scene 3. Sorry, Act 3, Scene 3. Act 3 is a lot longer than other acts. I guess just because the intermission part was so long. I love this. Oh, this looks so good. Feels a little like home, huh? I wish it didn't. Well, can't control your feelings, right? Kind of late. You sure they're open? Sure, they're open. This is one of those places. I'm kind of scared. Based on how that play ended. Let's head on in. We are not saints, but we've kept our appointment. How many people can boast as much?
That's lovely, ma'am. Who said it?
A poet.
Ma'am, I hate to say it, but the cupboard's bare.
Have some vision, Cricket. We've got 1, 2, 4 patrons.
Harry doesn't count.
Oh, we've done more with less. What kind of music do you play? It's like Serrano Cole meets Ike Towner, but with a woman lead, and the keyboards are kind of ambient whisper wave.
Little bit more reverb.
There's some Dolly Crown in there too, like the early stuff before she joined the Sheet Swingers.
Better drum programming, though.
Whisper wave, got it.
I think he gets it, ma'am.
Johnny's a simp. Oh, he gets it. Johnny's a simp for Junebug, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't mean that as a derogatory term. I just mean like Johnny's like the person who's always like, yeah, Junebug. I don't know. So this is the bar from the play, huh? Ezra flips eagerly through the jukebox catalog of songs. What do you think?
I don't know how to play this game. All I'm pouring tonight is Hard Times whiskey.
Got any coffee going? God, I'm gonna have to differentiate these voices.
No coffee. Hard Times whiskey. Say, shut the GD door, will ya? I can't afford to run the AC all night. Sorry, Harry. Oh, it's you two. Where have you been? Never mind, listen. I can't keep this place open through the small hours of the night just waiting for musicians.
Gets lonely, doesn't it?
Yeah, kinda.
How about some music?
There's nobody here to listen to it. I can't pay for it. We brought some people, Harry. A crowd is forming. Yeah, but also,
Couldn't you use a break, Harry? Don't you want to hear some music, Harry? Don't you trust me, Harry?
That does sound nice after the day I've had, but...
That's their footsteps, oh my god. Alright, let's check it out. How's it looking out there? How y'all feeling tonight? Can we...
Can we get a bit more reverb in the monitors?
Harry adjusts the soundboard behind the bar.
How's that? Test. 1, 1, 1, 3, 50. Lamentation. Sounds good.
How's everybody doing? Anybody had a real bad night? How about you, old man? Yeah, real bad. We'll try not to make it too much worse. This is a song I heard in a tavern many years ago at an open mic night. Me and Johnny were just riding around, you know. You like to drive around, old man? That's my job. Of course you do. So we were out riding around and we passed this gaudy old tavern. I mean, it was a real dive. Busted up facade.
Weeds in the parking lot.
Taps all dry.
Bats in the bar room.
And run by this creaky bag of bones. Looked like the only thing keeping him awake was the fear of death. So glad to be back here at the lower depths.
Hey now.
You're an all-star. So we stopped for an early drink, and there was a lady singing right here on stage, and the song she sang, well, it stuck with us. Now it's a regular part of our repertoire. Never got the lady's name, but she seemed like a sweet gal, and she had a voice like Scotch whiskey. And we just hope to do her song justice, so here it is. Too Late to Love You. Even though, all we know of Lula so far is that she was, like, an artist and, like, sculptor and such, and, like, you know, did these big art installations, but I'm just like, what if the singer is Lula, too? What if she sings, too? Okay, enjoy this song. oh, I get to choose the words. Oh, wow. I was like, look at these are the words right here. When you left me. Choose your own song adventure. for them, Conway. That was really good. I wish more games would do that. Just have a freaking original song in the middle of it. Also, I really do like want to go like, I don't know, just listen to the other verses. Cuz it's like, okay, I had a choice like 3 times. Yeah. Me neither. I was not expecting it. I mean, I was like, I bet this will be good cuz this whole game has been good, but I was not expecting to enjoy it that much. Like, oh yeah, I was actually ow, fuck, my knee hurts. I was actually gonna look up like who sings that because I want to shout him out. Okay, written by Jake Elliott, produced and performed by a digitally manipulated Ben Babbitt. Yeah, whose voice becomes gradually more distorted over the course of the song. That's really cool. That was really good. Thank you for the song. Thank you, game. I downloaded the full version with all 9 verses. Also, at the end, I was like, wait, I have to imagine that Lula wrote this maybe about Joseph. Yeah, that's... Well, actually, yeah, when she said... When she said, at the beginning of, like, okay, yeah, we heard this, a lady sang this song, we love it. I'm like, yeah, Lula. And then when it was called Too Late to Love You, I was just like, where have we heard a story before about long ago love and such? So, yep. Well, hope you liked it. Oh, I've heard it before. I don't doubt that. You look like you spent an evening or two in a grimy old tavern. Listen, we appreciate you folks sticking around for the show. There's nothing more wretched than playing sad songs to an empty room. We've just got to get our fee from Harry, and then we'll get you headed to the Zero. Do you see how the text of Zero is like? Well, Harry, I think that went pretty well.
I'd say the crowd was into it. Reverential.
Wrapped. I guess the usual fee is about right, and we'll let you get back to your business.
Well, that's just the... Damn it, I was trying to tell you two. I can't pay. They cleaned me out. I've got nothing left but a GD IOU from the distillery.
An IOU? Yeah, I traded them some. I traded them for some whiskey, and I guess I had some surplus credit, so I got this note to get some more from them later on.
Must have been a hell of a trade.
I had to. Gotta keep this place open somehow, god damn it.
What's your language, Harry?
Could you pay them with your IOU?
Well,
Very contemporary, very astute. How about it, Harry? Let's push some paper around.
Well, it's just, I can collect on it here when they bring more whiskey up, but for you to cash in, you'd have to go down to, down to the distillery, down to hard times, and, you gotta take the Zero.
So that's what we'll do. How do we get there?
Are you folks sure you want to head down there? I've never been myself, but people hear things, rumors.
I want Junebug and Johnny to come with. Please. Okay. It's where we've got to go.
Well, I'll tell you then. But this is it, all right? We're square.
Harry, you're all right.
If only. You got a radio in your car?
Yep.
Well, here's what you gotta do. Take a left out of the parking lot, and then just fiddle around on your dial till you hear something familiar, familiar but strange. You know the feeling? Like, I used to go hunt with my uncle out in the mountains. Now I watch these nature programs. They're filmed in the mountains, and there's the deer, and I know all the plants in every kind of tree, but something just doesn't look right. And it's even stranger for being so close to familiar. Something like that. You'll know it when you hear it.
That's how we got the first time with the TV and, like, the looking out at the horses, and oh my god. Fix that strange but familiar station on your dial, drive up for a bit, and then turn around when the station cuts out. I mean, right then. Oh, we're getting some new mechanics. You folks find what you're looking for, eventually.
Always a pleasure, Harry.
Is it? Conway doesn't have a face, but you can just tell he's kind of a dilf. Am I wrong? Thank you. Did he specify? Okay. Maybe I have to turn it up, actually. Oops. Oh. Was off. This station doesn't quite match that bartender's description. Definitely we know. Let's keep speaking. He said we'd know. That's cool now that we have a radio. Oh, okay. Just. What's this station? I've never heard this before. It sounds like horses. Horses running a race? Charlie and I used to go to the races sometimes. Charlie, he was your boss's kid, right? The one who, yeah, must be some memories there. Well, that fits familiar but strange for me. Harry said we just drive until it cuts out. I like how, Julian the bird is just flying around us. Oh. This is not ominous. Oh. Cool. Oh, it sounds so cool. I think I had it turned down more last night. So, where are we trying to go? Just hold on, let me just look at these real quick. Well, what if it's in one of these places? Yeah, I feel like if I just keep going, something will happen. Hall of the Mountain King. Check it out.
I'm a little bit scared.
Hall of the Mountain King, Act 3, Scene 4. Oh. The bridge ends abruptly, crumbling in disrepair. What do you suppose happened here? Just old and rotted, maybe. Old and rotted, like us, Blue. I love them.
Time to cut loose, ma'am?
Well, now I'm having fun.
Ha, okay. It's all night anyway.
Check out the boardwalk. A loop of decayed rope is coiled on the banister. Some rotted sections have been smoothed over with a fine dust. Broken computer monitors are heaped precariously among the rocks. Oh. Oh, that's a fire. A pet carrier for a cat or small dog has been left by the path. A calcified rag wadded in the corner may have once been a blanket. There's a person. A hiking backpack leans against a rock. It's getting louder, huh? It's empty except for a dusty bag of cat food and a few punch cards. A pile of discarded electronics burns steadily in the center of the chamber. Amy. Oh, it's triangles within triangles down here. Shifting, intersecting, overlaying. Isn't it romantic? Let's see. Oh, the soundtrack's on Apple Music. We love to hear that. Definitely gonna be looking that up. You're here to steal back the love of a boy you once knew, when you were too young to recognize the movements of the heart. And you're escorting her, pretending to have her interests at heart, while really, you're in love with the young woman as well, and so you've agreed to help him conspire to win her affections. But it's just a ploy to set him up for embarrassment and diminish him out of the picture. So she's saying that there's a love triangle with Conway and Shannon and Junebug. That's funny.
I'm into it.
Well, maybe I still have the knack. I used to be really good at this. I had 11 novels published, from The Billionaire's Bidding to Fields of Longing. Real hot, bodice-ripping stuff, you know. I miss those days in my Lexington studio apartment. Just me and my thesaurus steaming up the windows. I'm not sure you should be listening. No, we're gonna have Conway say, "Why did you stop writing?" You know, suddenly it was all computers everywhere you went. I thought I might be able to do something with that. Lexington, Kentucky is where Stephen Trask lives. Thank you, Saturn. Resident Stephen Trask expert. Well, pretty sure this whole game is in Kentucky. Okay. Inject a little libido into those ugly beige boxes. Ha! So I went back to university and I studied human-computer interaction. And then I picked up Donald's research assistantship here as a tester, debugging. Donald! In my off hours, I played around with the doomed love story at the core of our little simulation. That seemed to amuse Donald, so I kept at it. I'm afraid I tinkered too much, made it too complex. Now our work is never done. We don't even have to add any new functionality. The bugs just grow on their own. Too complex. Okay, I played around with the doomed love story at the core of our little simulation. Okay. So there's some, like... I don't know what's happening yet, but, like... I almost feel like someone's, like, telling a story, and Conway and Shannon and all the characters are, like, part of the story. Like, especially with how the intermission was, like, a play, and, then suddenly we're going to the bar that was in the play, and Harry and Junebug are real people and stuff, and it's like, yeah, there's some... I don't know if it's like reality is like blending with like these stories or like I'm just so excited to learn more. I can't stop yawning. That means I should probably be done after this act or whatever. Okay. I miss those days in my Lexington studio apartment. Yeah, we know. Well, shit is... Oh, old man. Donald puffs on a smoldering pipe while half mumbling, half singing an old country tune. Where the old green river runs through the hills and caves not known to us, down to that sunless sea. Oh, who are you? Okay, I gotta be more smart with my voices. No, that one's okay. That's okay. It's okay if Donald and Harry are a little similar. Sorry, did we startle you?
Well, I might say you did. I thought you might be one of them. Oh no, you can't be. We've been patching all their spy holes. Keep the lights dim and the motors running softly, and we route the smoke out through. That is. What were we talking about?
You were singing.
Oh, you've caught a verse of my absent-minded warbling. It's just a song from my youth. Something a dear friend used to sing to herself as we hacked on crystal radios in the boiler room. In old Kentucky, where my love a lovely home did build for me, and where the old green river runs through hills and caves not known to us, down to that sunless sea. From there on, it's all meandering rivers and romantic greenery, and it is. What were we talking about? What's that computer over there? Looks pretty vintage. It looks like a harmless old computer, doesn't it? Okay, wait, I'm reading here. The fact that Harry was then real made me wonder if, like, all of this is... Well, yeah, because the fucking Act 1, Scene 2... that might have been the song playing in the... Yeah, I bet it was. I bet it was that song. Like some beat-up mainframe exhumed from a university basement and left in this cave to rot. Or to flower. No, it's no ordinary computer. I've modified it extensively and in some pretty experimental ways, believe you me. And that's to say nothing of the software, but you look like a technically minded sort of person. Tell me, do you know the effects of mold growth on diffuse-based transistor circuitry?
Would it short circuit or would the mold burn up? Let's just say short circuit.
Certainly, but not all of it. Some moldy filaments are more or less conductive than others, and it grows in a nonlinear, chaotic pattern. We can guide it a bit through a simple application of classical horticulture, but can't produce specific results, only tendencies.
Thwarted and feeble, we hammer on the derelict keyboard.
My name is Reason, King of Kings. But we are mere gardeners in the ruins. Our keystrokes echo off into the tunnels, boundless and bare. The caves stretch far away. We are too late. Always too late.
The computer that needs Lula's voice. Oh my god, you're like catching on all of the things. Oh my god. Oh my god. And they were in caves in the tapes. Okay. Okay. Caves. What?
You say something?
You were about to tell us about the software.
Oh, the software. My life's work.
The Xanadu. You've ever heard of it? Yeah, Lula mentioned that.
Perhaps you've read about it in a journal. It's been years since I published anything. Xanadu has evolved significantly since I explained its data structures in my article, Literary Multitudes, Hypertextual Narrative as Post-Structural Witness. Oh my god. Hypertextual narrative. Yeah, you're right. You can catch more because you're not thinking about their different voices. Sometimes honestly, like when I'm reading something out loud, like I've been paying attention most of the time, but sometimes when I'm reading something out loud, I'm like, I said it, but I don't know what the fuck I just said, and I wasn't taking it in whatsoever. But I do for the most part, I do. It helps me more than just reading it, because it's a lot easier to just skim and be like, wait, what did I just read? But it still happens. Okay, but this hypertextual narrative as post-structural witness, that means something. Evolved and then deteriorated. Donald sighs dramatically and takes a puff from his pipe. I'm afraid you are too late, fellow hypertext enthusiast. As the mold accumulated on the circuitry, Xanadu blossomed for a moment into something holy and enchanted. Then all the charm was broken. Oh, wow. That's so cool. Do you have any idea what it's like to spend your life building something, and then sit powerlessly as your work declines into ruin? Oh my god. All of them have something, except for Junebug is just like, not really. I drive deliveries for a small antique shop, and we're closing down. I shuffle around the dusty ghosts of antiquity. Well, I have my own ghosts, and I keep them in there, in Xanadu. It's running on that glorious dusty machine. Take a look if you'd like. Too late to do anything but smoke and reminisce anyway. Far too late to do anything. Xanadu. Let's meet this Andrew. Do you know that when I first... No, I mean, if this cave were larger, could it... Now I'm getting ahead of myself. I've got it. How would you characterize the space, the one we're standing in now?
It's a mess. Kinda spooky, but I'm not scared. Spooky for a baby.
That voice is starting to hurt. I think we'd all agree. You notice how like 2 of the 3 new voices are very soft and chill. I think we'd all agree that's a fair assessment. Wait, let's unpack that for a moment. What makes it spooky? No, how do you know it's spooky? Or would be spooky for a baby?
The shadows.
Sure, but they're not just shadows, right? I mean, they could be. They're projections, or maybe they're anatomies. How's that? Can you tell where we are now? surrounded by creeping anatomies. I give you permission to do voices that don't hurt. It's just, when I'm gonna be a gruff old man. Close your eyes. Will you close your eyes? Only if you close yours. Okay, I can do it from memory. Good. Now, you're standing at the top of a rocky peak. A tongue of flame licks the shadowy anatomies of... Where are we? Oh, here again. How disappointing. What are all these computers for? Computers? Oh, now I remember. I was writing on them. I described a cave. That was my job. Describe the cave. There's a great history of caves in the literature, don't you know? The walls are frozen rivers of orange stone. Isn't that vivid? I had a lot to live up to. Oh my god, I feel like the freaking tapes, the like choose your own adventure tapes, were like the prototype of whatever Xanadu is. Oh my god. Ah! I'm obsessed with this. I was a grad student studying statistics when I started working with Donald on his project. He said we needed someone with a more analytical mind to do the descriptive writing. Someone who would appreciate the cave descriptions as real labor instead of taking their authorial voice for granted. Donald warned me it would be long hours of typing painstakingly detailed descriptions into the computer. And I've put in the hours, believe me, I've put in the hours. I've described every facet of this cave in such detail that sometimes I don't know if I'm reading or looking, writing or exploring. Often in the dark, lonely moments, I worry that in my sleep I've transcribed rooms from my dreams into the system. How would we know? They could only be entered with precise, faithful detail. That's all I know how to write. And all I dream about is caves. I only dream of caves. Okay, so I'm not gonna go to Xanadu. I'm gonna save that for next time playing because I'm about to be tapped out here, but another new character? Okay, yeah, I think I am tapped out. Like, I'm literally gonna lose my voice if I keep going. See you soon. Thanks for coming. This game is cool. I'm gonna finish it. I think there's like 5 acts, so yeah. Should have at least a couple more playthroughs. Alright. Good night.